Steel Border Brigade fighters are carrying out target practice, training to fly drones in the Kremena forest. Ukraine wants this war to end as quickly as possible, and soldiers also hope that the assault brigade will make it happen sooner. Drones could function in an emergency to take down Russian radars and greatly increase the survivability of storm shadows. Drone operators can be seen carrying out reconnaissance using drones at night to detect colonial troops roaming the Crimea forest. The drone operator flies towards another meeting point. There were no real targets in sight, so the team chose a checkpoint on the road, which they said was always manned. The drone turned, spun, then swung. Their cameras captured hot spots in the woods off the trail. Russian position, said one pilot, known as Journalist. 10,000 attack drones with a range of hundreds of kilometers, as well as more than 1,000 long-range drones that can hit targets far behind the front lines and inside Russian territory. The operator showed a search drone being monitored which was being scouted in the cremation area. Attacks on forests and military installations in the temporarily occupied Crimea region were carried out by Ukrainian forces. Crimea itself has become one of the points of attack in the Russia-Ukraine war, which has been going on for 17 months, and in recent weeks these attacks have increased. Ukraine has launched one of the largest drone strikes on the Moscow-annexed Crimean peninsula since the full-scale war. The operator directs the drone to other forest areas in Crimea and also directs it to areas where the drone detects it. Crimea has been targeted by Kyiv during Moscow's offensive in Ukraine. Drone operators continue to scout for occupying forces, while a drone that was detected and dropped a bomb until it exploded was also reportedly found in a forest near Moscow, an attack believed to have taken place in Ukraine in preparation for a major counteroffensive. In a forest in the woods about 30 kilometers, about 19 miles, east of the Russian capital. Ukraine has used Soviet-made Tu-141 drones with a range of about 1,000 kilometers to attack tanks in Crimean forests, drones for nuclear-capable long-range bombers. The team from the Ukrainian brigade, which was carrying out training, using drones to destroy Russian troops, simulated a skirmish in the forest. Drone operator explained this drone is the size of a small plane, has a camera on board, and can be armed with laser-guided bombs. The drone is loaded with explosives. They wander through the air until they find their target. Small drones have proven most influential in their less sensational roles. They provide surveillance of the skies and empower individual soldiers to recognize enemy units and direct artillery fire, thereby increasing the speed and accuracy of ground troops and keeping troops out of harm's way. The drone operations in Ukraine contrast with the use of large drone systems in the war on terror over the past 2 decades, which has been controversial due to its association with collateral damage and targeted killings outside official battlefields. Drones that fit in backpacks to airplane models and those that carry lighter payloads, maximum 150 kilograms, but generally less than 10 kilograms, smaller drones have proven their usefulness in Ukraine's contested airspace. These unmanned aerial systems have influenced battlefield dynamics in 2 ways. First, small drones have changed the operational tempo of artillery, shortening critical targeting and firing cycle times from about half an hour to 3 to 5 minutes. Drones are also used for psychological warfare missions and can have non-kinetic effects. This can include propaganda, such as recording videos of ambushes and posting them on social media, as well as documenting post-battle damage and war crimes to embarrass the enemy and mobilize the attention of the global community. Unarmed drones help target other lethal systems, such as howitzers and mortars, from heights and distances without crossing the active engagement threshold. Seeing small drone scouts in the sky means enemy artillery is usually not far away and can intimidate enemy soldiers. Some drones drop deadly payloads on their enemies, while others explode, flying directly into tanks, armored vehicles, trucks and other targets. Some videos show drone-on-drone warfare, deadly attacks on operators, or, as in the footage described previously, attacks on individual soldiers taking place in the open. Sometimes it takes several drones to disable a tank or armored fighting vehicle. Use them to hunt targets, chasing troops or vehicles non-stop. Ukraine has also used drones to attack targets behind enemy lines. They have used UAVs to terrorize Russia, with more than 20 drones operating in various cities and regions including Moscow.